is TOS Television, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Abigail Okwade, and this is Africa Now. We begin today with developments on COVID-19. South Africa's laboratory studies data show Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccine works well against the Delta variant that now dominates new infections in South Africa. According to the head of the country's Medical Research Council, Glenda Gray, at a news conference on Friday, all the data seen indicate good immediate and sustained immune response against Delta, and a surprising durability is seen in the immune response for the single dose of J&J right up to 8 months. Still in South Africa, the Medical Association on Thursday threatened to take the government to court over scores of new junior doctors not being able to find placement despite staff shortages as the country battles a third wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. 228 medical interns who graduated in May and April are awaiting placements at public hospitals to complete their training. South Africa is now registering more than 16,000 new COVID-19 infections a day. Uganda has reported that COVID-19 death toll in the country has crossed the 1,000 mark. According to the Ministry of Health, as of June 30th, a total of 1,111 people tested positive. Uganda has thus far recorded 82,082 positive COVID-19 cases and 54,158 recoveries, a total of 861,645 people have been vaccinated against COVID-19 in the country. Away from COVID-19 to Tigray crisis, the Ethiopian government has denied blocking humanitarian aid to its northern Tigray region and said it was doing all it could to rebuild infrastructure amid accusations it is using hunger as a weapon. The UN World Food Programme on Friday says it has resumed operations in Tigray, but was way behind schedule with aid deliveries, and they currently have one possible road into Tigray that is much longer and will take much more time to reach hard-hit areas of Tigray. It adds it is cautiously optimistic of an air bridge being set up in coming days. The United Nations said in early June that at least 350,000 people in Tigray faced famine. The government of Eswatini has called on the army to restore order after days of violent protests against its absolute monarch, according to the acting prime minister on Thursday. The Southern African nation has since the weekend seen sporadic demonstrations against King Maswani III of being an autocrat and of using the poor country's public money to fund a luxurious lifestyle. The U.S. and South Africa urged the government to exercise restraints and maintain the utmost respect for human rights and call for a meaningful dialogue. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television. You are watching Africa Now. We move to business after the break, so stay tuned. Welcome back. In business, China has frozen the disbursement of loans to Kenya, citing discomfort over Kenya's request to extend the debt repayment holiday to December from an earlier deadline of June. In January this year, China and other rich countries under the Debt Service Suspension Initiative gave Kenya a 6-month debt repayment relief. The country is one of Kenya's biggest foreign creditors, having lent 758 billion Kenyan shilling as of April 2021 to build rail lines, roads, and other infrastructure projects in the past decade. The Nigerian Senate on Thursday has passed the Petroleum Industry Bill of 2021 and approved 3% for the host communities despite protests from the South-South lawmakers who advocated for 5%. The Petroleum Industry Bill is a law in the making which seeks to introduce far-reaching reforms in the Nigerian oil and gas industry. It was first presented to the National Assembly in 2008. The bill aims at establishing good governance, best practices, and ease of doing business in the industry. In a related development, South Sudan's local refinery is now operational and will soon supply the 10 regional states and countries in the region with refined oil products. The facility, which is based in Bentiu, capital of the oil-rich Unity State, started operations in March this year. Minister of Petroleum, Paut Kang Chol, says they only have issues to do with evacuation. The evacuation routes are the problem now for bringing the product to the cities. Now away from business. 5 years after a railway accident killed 79 people, a passenger train linking Cameroon's capital city of Yaoundé with the country's commercial hub of Douala has officially been relaunched on Thursday. The result of the investigation of the 2016 accident revealed not only speeding but also a dilapidated fleet of equipment and rolling stock of the company in charge of rail transport management in Cameroon caused the crash that also wounded 600 people. Cameroon's Minister of Transport says the government had acquired 4 locomotives to transport passengers, stressing that safety and security measures have been reinforced. And that is Africa Now. For more updates, to visit our website at www.TOS TVNetwork.com. Follow us and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. To stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Abigail Ukmade. Thanks for watching.